Good morning. Boo. This is probably a little bit of a surprise for a lot of people this morning. I'm actually sat in my garden in South Wales, waking up to the sunrise, having grounded my feet and come to watch this beautiful, majestic Friday morning here in the beautiful country of Wales. If you look around, not that way, we want to go this way. We want to go this way. Over there you see, that's the end of my garden, and then you may see there's some water, and across there in the little haze is England. And in fact, you can't see it from here because the camera's not great, but Glastonbury is straight past that chair across the water, and you can sometimes see it. Actually, you may be able to see it if I move it around here. Let's have a look. I'm not great with technology. I try, but yeah. So over there is Glastonbury. You can see the. I can't zoom in, but you can see a mound, and beyond the mound is Glastonbury Tor, which you can see from my garden. But I wanted to come on today and show you the sunrise, and the reason for that is that I've released a book called The 8 Rites, and part of those rites are questioning all the things that I've done. When I swapped a mask from the corporate world to the world of spirit, and I still thought that I had to perform, that I had to be. If I was truly spiritual, then I'd have to question everything I did as a human, and if I was really being a full-on human, then I couldn't be spiritual. And that conflict really split me for a lot of years, and then I was either one or the other, and then I could never really come back to being me. And over the last 12 months, through a lot of things that have happened in my life, that I've started thinking that actually, no, Julian Jenkins can be me, and that I can be both. I can be spiritual and I can be human, because in fact I'm a spiritual person. I'm a spiritual energy having a human experience. I hope you can hear me, by the way. If you can you just stick some thumbs up, because I might be just talking to myself without nobody listening. I see there's quite a few people on the live this morning, but if you could stick "I can hear you" or a little thumbs up, that would be wonderful. Yeah, we're in. Okay, good. So today I wanted to talk about the rite of awakening. And what is awakening? What is awakening for me? What's been the awakening in the past 12 months? Well, I think it's the thing that I've questioned everything that I'm doing, and that questioning opens up shall we say, a shitfest of things, because when you start opening that up and you start removing what you were perceived as the reality, then you actually start to see lots of things that no longer sit with you, whether that's, unfortunately, friends, whether that's energy, whether that's whatever it is. It just doesn't sit right, which makes us step back. And in our stepping back, we start to feel as if that we're not right, and that we are in many ways becoming the hermit tarot card, which we're starting to go into that loneliness. But it's not loneliness, it's solitude. It's giving everything in front of us the space behind it for us to see whether or not we actually want to be a part of it. And that's where I am at the moment. I'm realizing that the connection, hello Melissa, hello Lee, hello Caroline, hope you're all well, hello Tammy. That connection really is the connection with myself. I'm coming home, because I've realized that I don't have to be, if I'm spiritual I can still be human, and if I'm human I can still be spiritual. The two are non-exclusive, and actually if we work together we can bring through the connection of spirit. So you can have that wonderful mediumistic connection that helps us to connect with spirit for healing, for so many different modalities, and then you've got the connection and relationship with yourself and the connection and relationship with the wider world. Those two things can live in harmony. They don't have to live separately. And some of those people, sometimes you do it, but not just for yourself, but for the people around you, because we're scared of alienating or not being liked by these people. But actually, when you're being yourself, then who cares? It's about how you are, and as long as it comes from that loving space of the heart center, then everything really is there. And yeah, Tammy, it's exactly what I've been struggling with for a year or so now. But what I found is actually, if I just come home to me and see where I sit and where I am and what I want to do, and not take on board all of the dogma of the human constructs of all of these things, that actually the situations I put myself into, the conversations don't sit, the entertainment doesn't sit, the topics doesn't sit, nothing sits, because all of a sudden all of what I thought was real feels unreal. So the reality is actually the disreality. And when I awaken from all of that, then I actually start to think that there is a different way, that I can be me in this world. I'm going to have to change my reaction to a lot of things, because I'm not going to change the world, but I can change what happens in my front room. And that's where I am. So when I'm going to be teaching mediumship, I'm not going to be teaching about performing on stages, or the mask of performance, or the need to be the best medium in the world, or the need for this, or the need for that. I'm going to connect with spirit, and in that connection is where the love is. And that connection is going to be the connection. And what I get is what I get, and what I give is what I give. And I can sit in there in the happiness knowing that what I'm doing is providing service. Service through compassion, service through love, service through mediumship, service through all of these things. That's what I'm here for. My purpose is to bring heaven on earth, is to leave this place better than when I came here, and for me to become the real me, to come home. Because you see, I've always been this person, but I've had just layers and layers and layers and layers and layers. And the awakening is a bit like peeling an onion. When you peel the layers of the onion, you get to the center of the onion, but by which time you've shed 6,000 tears because it's affected your eyes. And that's where I see this. So today, good morning. Welcome to Wales. This is where I live. And I'm blessed to be able to live in a place like this. You know, this is my garden. It's beautiful. You know, and I can see Glastonbury. I can see lots of things. And what a wonderful way to start the day. And I wanted to come on and say hello, because I haven't done enough of this, because do you know why? Because I've been caught up in everything else. But as I said, this is my, if you like, second awakening, my second coming out, because I think it's now time for us to start talking about real. And that real doesn't include a lot of the ego, doesn't include the performances, doesn't include the need to be seen as the perfect human being. I'm no guru. I'm no nothing. I'm just a man who's trying to find my way through this mess, and I'm trying to open myself up, and I'm trying to be clean, and I'm trying to do everything that I need to do for me to feel the best version of my true self. But unfortunately, all of the dogma and everything else for the last number of years hasn't allowed me to do so. Boo. How are you? Good morning. So I just showed you this, my beautiful garden, and I've just ranted for about 5 or 6 minutes. But I think what is important is that, you know, I get emotional talking about it as well, to be honest, because I want to show you that, you know, I'm not this painted guy who sits at the top of the world and if that guy's there, then great, but that's not me. Who I am is someone who's got a wonderful connection with spirit, and I'm trying to get a wonderful connection with myself, because in all of these things, even when I was not the spiritual person, the human, I still wasn't connected with myself, and even when I was the spiritual person, I still wasn't connected with myself, because I didn't believe that they could both live in harmony together. But you know what? We now know they can. So whatever you're doing today, have the right of awakening, have the ability for you to question everything that doesn't feel right anymore, and see how you can start to come home. It's about coming home. It's the right to return. It's the right of embodiment. It's the right of silence. It's the right of leadership. You know, it's all of these things. But these are your rights. So whatever you're doing today, I'm going to a wedding today, which should be quite nice. But whatever you're doing today, have a wonderful day. And I just wanted to come on and say, do you know what? We don't have to perform. I don't have to do my hair. I don't have to do my makeup. Not that I wear makeup. I've actually, this is sort of the sort of thing I wear before you go to bed, really. But I just want you to know, like, this is so special. Just listen, if I can tell you one thing, this is so special because now we all have the opportunity to drop everything. Just drop everything. Drop everything we thought we had to be. Drop it and see what's left. Stand there completely naked maybe not in a public space, but stand there. When I say naked, drop everything you've told you were. Drop everything that everyone's ever said, that this is how you have to be. This is what it is. No, just drop it and see how you feel. The weight off your shoulders is just amazing, because now when I'm coming on the video, I don't have to think about, oh, what does my hair look like? Do I still look tired because I've just got out of bed? Yeah, I do, but you know what? I've just got out of bed. I'm gonna look tired, you know. I'm not gonna, you know. So don't worry about it, because what I'm talking about is here. It's my soul. My soul wants to speak. My soul wants to come out. My soul wants to live. My soul wants to do all of the things that my soul wants to do. Because when I came here, my soul was the thing that I came here with. This has been conditioned. This has been filled with this and this. And I've been told everything to remove me from here. Because if I'm here, then I'm going to be seen as a disruptor. And why am I a disruptor? Because I'm not conforming. Why am I conforming? Because I'm not producing and I'm not consuming. I just want you to have this feeling. Now, 4 o'clock this afternoon, when I'm amongst loads of people, this feeling might subside and I might be thinking, Jesus, do I really want to be? But anyway, right at this moment in time, I've got that feeling, and I want you to have that feeling. And I want you to know, Tammy, if you're juggling all of these balls and you're juggling all of these identities and you're putting on all these different masks, the best piece of advice I can give you is put them all down. And the people who see you are the people you want to spend time with. And the people who don't see you, you can work that out for yourself. Bit of a rant, but that's just the way I feel. And I'm doing more stuff now with music, and yeah, I've DJ'd for the last 10 years, and I've kept that separately to my spiritual. Because how can a spiritual guy do DJing? How can he be in a nightclub DJing? Well, why can't he? You know, why can't he? You know, I've kept all of that quiet, like, and I've taught myself stems. So now that AI's come out, I can use stems. I've had these stems in my locker for God knows how long, but now I can use AI to help me to put it together. I write the lyrics, I produce the music, but I'm then worried about, yeah, but what happens if somebody said something about, you know, he's using AI? I don't care. AI is a tool for me to express myself. It's not making it for me. There's not a piece of music in the last 20 years that hasn't used some form of computer. But what it does do is this big back catalogue of stuff that I've been working on for the last 10 years that haven't had the ability to go to a recording studio and pay tens of thousands of pounds, it's in my pocket. And that pocket is, now I can use it. And I'm going to use it. I'm going to use all of these things to create healing house music. Healing house music. Imagine being able to go to a forest rave, and we all have smoothies and cacao, and we have all of these amazing things, and we play this house music that has solfeggio tones, that has frequencies, that has mantras, that has all of these things, that we use a vehicle to be able to bring music into our hearts for us to feel the feeling that I'm feeling right now. I can't draw, I can't do these things, but I can. I do like producing music. I do like DJing. I do like all of those things. I like sport. I try and bring my values through sport. You know, the women's football team I own. Why do I own a women's football team? I tell you why I own a women's football team. Because they have to start from minus 25 to get to anywhere where the blokes have just take for granted everything they get. So I'm there fighting the cause, because I want them to have parity. I want them to be the true version of themselves, not having to worry about stigma or dogma or anything else. I want to help those people, and I'm doing it because it comes from my heart, because I want to help people live a happy, balanced spiritual life with clarity and purpose. And that balance is being the imperfect, perfect masterpiece, piece of the master, you are enough person, and then starting to understand what spiritualism can do for you. It's not a performance. It's the ability to be. Yeah, it's a bit longer than I thought, probably a bit harder than I thought. And whoever's on today, I can't really see because the sun's in my... Beverly, how are you? Hope you're doing well. It's great to see you. We'd love to see you on a live soon. I know it's difficult because you are in the beautiful part of the world called New Zealand, but with a wonderful northern accent. Whatever you're doing today, okay, just make me one promise. Just make me one promise, okay? Be you. Not that you, this you. Because that's the rite of awakening. Just be who you are. Well said, Holly. And I send that to you as well, my love. Have a wonderful day, whatever you're doing. I did say goodbye about 10 minutes ago, then I got another rant, but I just feel so strongly about the fact that we're told what to be and what we can't be, and how we should act, and what we should do, and the lines and cues we should form, and the places we should go, and the life that we should have. And do you know what? Just be you. Thank you, Anna. Have a wonderful morning, whatever you're doing. I suppose this will sit on here as a live, so if you're watching it in a replay, thank you. But thank you to all of what you do, because without you guys, I would just be talking to myself. And I hope that you can take maybe 1 inch or 1 millimeter out of one word to see what that looks like. I haven't got it here, but do me one other favor. So I'm asking for 2 favors now. One, go and be you today. But listen to Alan Watts, and there's one of his talks about when you wake up. Listen to that, because that is what rocked my soul 12 months ago. Beverly's on a night shift. We're missing you too, Beverly. See you soon. Tina, nice to see you. God bless. Have a wonderful day, whatever you're doing. Be love and give love as always. Today, be yourself. 2, if you get 5 minutes, listen to Alan Watts, When You Wake Up. See you all soon. God bless. Bye-bye. I'm going to finish off showing you the little bit of sun, and we can have just a moment. Oh, pressed it twice. Just a moment of just silence to bring myself down, having got myself really rather quite excited. Just deep, nice deep breath in. Come into the body. Thank you all so very much. Have a wonderful day. Oh, it depends where you are in the world. Have a wonderful sleep.